Yes, sir.
Hey, I just wanted to congratulate you. I was glad to see you're finally understanding the market here, and you're not acting quite so much like your mentor.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, your ratings were up, right?
My ratings are almost always great, sir. What are you trying to talk about? My mentor? Who's my mentor?
Alan Burke.
Oh, my mentor?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. What the hell are you talking about? Do you have any idea with this phony voice? What are you talking about?
I was just talking about that.
You're talking about what, you got like marbles, chitlins in your mouth or what?
No, I'm not Demosthenes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. What the hell is he talking about? 1053 at WIOD, my mentor. Oy vey. We have an overlighted Palm Beach, 655 WIOD. Here's a pig report that I'm sure can't be there anymore.
I'm here! Speakerphone! Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
There's a feeding frenzy on I-75 at Miami Gardens Drive. They're pointing their little things at you when you come over the hill.
Yeah, what are they eating? Don't answer the question.
Hey.
Yeah?
How about them Cubs, buddy?
Yeah, how about them?
Hey.
This is D-Day this weekend, sir. It's the turning point.
Oh!
Over 500 or under, and down the yonder the hill we go.
Hey, Neil, I'm pretty psyched up for today.
About what?
Me and a bunch of buddies are going down to the Keys about 2 o'clock for the whole weekend.
Great.
We rented a room, one bed, we got about 13 guys.
Yeah, well, you ought to have a good time.
Yeah, we should.
What do you like, you like Pivot Man?
No, I bring up the rear.
Okay, good. Well, I hope you have a big weekend. 1054 at WIOD. We have an open line at Dade, 751-9463. I hope he doesn't have any Cuban girlfriends. 655-9463. I think that's a terrible thing you said, George. That's what talk about an ethnic slur. Cuban women all have big butts. What a grotesque. Most Cuban women, yeah, right. How about Cuban guys? I don't think so. We'll talk about that next hour. Anyway, I started to say we had an opening in Dade and one in Palm Beach. I think I already said that. Let's take a call from beautiful Coconut Creek. Okay, he's on all the lines now. Coral Springs, hello.
Hello, Neil. Good morning to you.
Yes, sir.
Listen, today is Friday. No schmoozing, no sucking up. I'd like to hear the Dirty Harry Carey tape.
Okay, well, we'll give you a direct answer. No chance. 2 open lines in Broward, 524 WIOD. Let's take a mobile in Hallandale.
Yes, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Thank God that there's only one more week of the Knots Landing lady.
What's your problem with the Knots Landing lady, sir? But at least you do have the balls to call us and tell it on the air. I will give you that credit so far.
I mean, I think more of your listeners would rather hear Gilbert, and he's terminal.
No, sir. If you want to take a poll on that, it's not even close. Most of our people would rather be dead than hear Gilbert again.
Did you notice how
some of them already got a beat to the punch?
The Knots Landing lady all of a sudden is a Cubs fan now?
So what are you trying to say? She can handle it. She's big enough to handle it, believe me. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that I'll be very happy when she's off next week.
But tell us why. Don't just say that. What is your problem with her?
Because most of your listeners, I think, don't watch the show and don't follow it.
Well, that's their problem. I don't give a damn. Most of my listeners aren't Cub fans either. Does that mean I'm going to not talk about it?
No, but most of your listeners know what they're talking about when it comes to baseball.
That's what you think.
Go Phillies. Mitch Williams is number 1.
Okay, see, that proves it. Good luck to you, sir. Now I know where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Sour grapes. 1056 at WIOD. John Kruk is God. Boy, what a big fat slob he is, but always kills the Cubs. Just kills us. Of course, everybody kills us. Guys that hit like 100 against the league hit 700 against the Cubs. Darren Dalton, who can't get arrested, kills the Cubs. Here's a mobile in Miami. Come on. Turn that radio down. Let's get with it. Let's go. Let's get on the stick. Are you going to speak to us or not? No, they're not going to speak. They're just playing with their knob. Open line in Dade, 751 WIOD. Here's a lady in Miami.
Hi, I have to tell you, I love Guiding Light. I've watched it. I don't want to...
Thank God for this call. Now let's really get that last guy upset, because I'm sure he don't watch that either.
Okay, but listen, what are you calling Mindy the town slut for?
Oh,
she is a spoiled rich girl, not the town slut.
She's a sleazebag.
Oh, she's cute, though.
She's like, no, she's not. She was a couple of years ago. Now she's all burnt out looking.
Oh.
She looks worn out. Well, she's like a shop-worn slut.
Well, I think she's cute. I think it's a great storyline.
No, I'm not saying she's not cute relative. I mean, she's cuter than Alex. There's no question about that. Even cuter than Alex Bennett. But, no, it's getting good now. The thing with the earring under the bed.
Oh, excellent.
Very good. The best. And this kid, Hart, talk about a temper.
Yeah.
Boy, he's just ready to go off the deep end any second. In fact, he filled his deep ends 3 times yesterday when he heard that the farm wasn't his anymore. Somebody bought the farm.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
This whole thing with Samantha, though, is stupid.
I hate her. She is so mousy and weaselly and just all. I mean, so now she had the operation. She got her legs back.
Now
She's
what?
walking, and she still walks around like, oh, everybody should feel sorry for me.
There's no place to go with
I
that.
got news for you. If Dylan would even look at her, she ought to get on the ground and grovel and kiss his toes. Am I right?
That's true.
You bet.
But how about Blake?
Of course, he's also a wimp, though, too, you know?
Yeah. No, how about Blake, though?
Oh, I hate her.
Oh, isn't she great to hate?
Yeah. You can tell she's Roger's daughter.
Oh, absolutely.
And then what the hell happened to, what's her name all of a sudden has also become kind of a carouser. What's her name?
Who?
What's her name? Roger's ex-wife.
Oh,
Blake's mother.
Holly.
Holly. What's with her all of a sudden?
Oh, I think it's great. That's good. She needs that.
Butch up her image a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she and Ross were kind of a boring pair. She's good with this wimpy doctor she got.
Yeah.
I didn't think he had it in him, you know?
No, I didn't think so either.
Well, I guess he did.
But they killed off, or they wrote out my favorite character.
Josh.
No, India. But India from years
They killed her off?
Well, they got rid of her. She came into town, caused some trouble, and then breathed out.
Yeah, she was she'll be back.
I hope so. She
They always
was the
come
best.
back.
She was the
Maybe
best.
she can come back and be Roger Thorpe in her next life.
She was a good match for Roger, though.
Yeah, good pair. Well, listen, today is going to be the episode of your lifetime, trust me.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for it.
Okay, take a couple of Valium.
I will.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, that's going to do it. And again, if that bored the Orioles fan, too bad, okay, because we like Guiding Light and Knots Landing. And by the way, I caught about 3 minutes of Bart Simpson Thursday night again. That is the most pathetic, stupid show. It's okay for 4-year-old kids. And I noticed nobody else is talking about it. You notice how the bloom is off the pansy now on that thing? What a piece of crap. That's just fun for the feeble-minded. Anyway, speaking of feeble-minded, Henry Barrow has the 11 o'clock news. We'll come back at 11:05. 2 to 6 this afternoon. Open the phone with old Rick and, what his name? Sports Talk with Jim Mandage tonight, fresh out of the shower. No Hank Goldberg, UM and FSU baseball, 6:50 tonight.
And she's mad. Barbara Bush. She and her posse are tracking down the world's biggest bad guy.
So bad. What are you going to do to that yellow-bellied sidewinder once we catch him?
Well, first I figure I'll teach that mangy varmint to read, and then I'll string him up.
Yeah, right. She's judge and jury in her own kangaroo court. It's Hang 'em High, starring Barbara Bush and Clint Eastwood.
Looks like he's hightailing it towards the east.
Slim,
Yeah.
you and Gabby ride on ahead and cut him off at Literacy Pass.
Hussein can run, but he can't hide.
He's got a date with a tall camel and a short rope.
Barbara Bush in Hang 'em High.
Hi-ho, Silverhair! Away! I love myself.
Okay, it's 11:07 at WIOD, hour number 2. It's a tremendous Friday. We've got the Derby tomorrow. We got Dave Johnson. Any minute, any second, sometime, hopefully. Probably shine. By the way, I have, speaking of things that nobody cares about that turns off the audience, I have went through great effort to put on cart a couple of the great races, both from 78, of course, the 78 Derby and the 78 Belmont, with the Derby, of course, with Dave Johnson, and the Belmont with the late Chick Anderson. The 78 Belmont was the greatest race in the history of any kind of racing, and if anybody disagrees, you're full of crap. How's that for laying it right on the line? With the Affirmed-Alydar, oh man, that last mile where they just raced head and head, nose to nose, in that long stretch run at Belmont, where Alydar stuck a nose in front, was the first time he had passed him, I don't know how long, in any race, just a nose. And Velasquez inched over and cut off the room for Stevie Cawthon to whip right-handed, and Cawthon went to the left hand, and they came neck and neck, nose to nose, right down to the wire. And Affirmed came back on the inside and won it. God, anybody who even thinks they like horse racing has to get goosebumps.
And they're up.
Yeah, well, we'll get to it later. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
What's up?
What can we do for you, sir?
Pardon me?
I say you're off that speakerphone now or whatever you were on?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
working.
Good.
So, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
All right, just enjoying the show. First-time caller.
Well, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Who's going to win the race tomorrow? Don't you care?
I don't care.
Well, that's good. Good. I like that. No beating around the bush. No pretending to be an expert when you know nothing about it, right? Like me. I know nothing either.
Yep. Well, just wanted to let you know we're really enjoying the show.
Thank you, sir. Have a great life.
You too. Take care.
Okay, that was good. He's the first-time caller. He didn't pretend he had something to talk about. Didn't try to be a smart-ass. That was good. Don't do it again, though. We have an open line at Broward, 524-WIOD, in Palm Beach, where they're all busy handicrapping, or at least part of that, 655-9463. 655, we don't care who wins. Here's a pig report. He said, are they gone on the mobile? Well, there's a little pig for you anyway, just because they're gone. Starline's open, Star IOD. Pembroke Pines.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did Chuck say that guy got acquitted, huh?
No, Chuck didn't say anything. It was probably old Henry Barrow said, yes.
Oh, they all sound alike. Well, I'm glad to see that at least. That's what I called about.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
If they started televising executions, would you watch it? And would you videotape it for, like, replaying at parties later on?
I think I would, yeah.
Yeah,
I would.
I think get a 96 share. I think there's no question about it.
I think it would show a little more. But anyway.
Yeah.
How come there's no National League games last night? That was so weird.
Very unusual, very bizarre, but we sure needed the night off. Now that we only got like 2 pitchers left, we need every day off we can get.
That was weird. And where's the All-Star game at?
This year, I don't have any idea. We had it last year. I don't know who gets lucky this year. I don't know.
All right, and this, everybody has this, since the war's over, no one cares anymore. There's a big rally going on for a parade or something happened May 18th, Welcome Back parade or something.
Yeah.
My company's going to be a major sponsor. I won't say the name.
Yeah.
So they announced at the meeting today. It's not like, well, show your support and all this stuff. They turn into this big sales meeting. We'll get there. There'll be a lot of veterans you can sell this to.
Oh, man.
Just total. And
what a smarmy bunch of crap.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm ready to jump up and say something like, why you turn this to, unbelievable.
That is one of the most disgusting things. I would have stood up right in the middle of a meeting and shouted at the top of my lungs.
Idiotic.
Yeah.
And it did the same thing. I mean, when the war started the day after, I didn't work. I mean, I'm a salesman. I don't have to. I mean, I took off the whole day, glued to TV. I get this call, well, why aren't you at work? Why aren't you doing this? Well, there's a war going on. I mean, they can wait another day to be sold. It's just unbelievable how...
Well, I hate to say this, and there are people be upset by my saying it, and I know they did have 300,000 people for the Schwarzkopf parade in Louisville the other day, but at this time of the year, you can have 300,000 for a cockroach parade in Louisville. I mean, there's 80 billion people up there. But all of that, and, I know there are a lot of people who legitimately felt that way and are very appreciative of all the troops and are glad that most of them are coming home safe and sound and all that, but I think that a big percentage of that was just another ego trip and Americans beating themselves on the chest and saying, we won and we're great, and just now that it's over, just, back to their usual pathetic little lives.
Because I wasn't a big flag waver when it started. I mean, I was kind of in my own little world here. I didn't, yellow ribbons everywhere, go crazy. But I think I was probably more supportive my own way than so-called flag wavers to a certain degree. Anyway, Dallas is over. Long live.
Yes, sir. Long live the Ewing family on Knott's Landing.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
see you. 12 minutes after 11 at WIOD. We have one open line in Dade, one in Broward, 751-9463 in Dade, 524-WIOD in Broward if you care, and if you don't, up yours. Speaking of WIOD, I was just thinking, now that George has told us that Cuban guys like big butts so much, now we know why Manny's so popular. We have an open line in Dade County, 751-9463, 751-WIOD, Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, have you seen Madonna and the Knott's Landing lady together?
Sir, come on. Have you ever seen the Knott's Landing lady?
No, I don't want to see her, man.
Why not? What do you have against her? What would you like to have against her?
Well, we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, I bet you would. So what's that story about Cuban women with big butts, or is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I'm not Cuban. I'm Nicaraguan.
Well,
Well, the same thing anyway.
Same neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, that's true,
It is?
Yeah.
And what is this about Latin guys, have a wife to raise their children and have like a girlfriend or a boyfriend on the outside? Is that also true?
Yeah.
No. More or less.
All right, Neil.
Have a great life.
All right, you too.
Okay. Well, we sure got some interesting answers, and he ran like a maniac. It's 11:16 at WIOD. Probably had a date with his boyfriend. 751-9463. And I want to play this thing, and I don't know whether it's, a couple of minutes. Will you get upset if we play this race call? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Okay.
I know you're not particularly a Mets fan.
No, that's the understatement.
Yeah, okay. Well, I am. And
3 errors on one play the other night.
Yeah,
pretty exciting. Hojo's doing it.
But I want to find out if there's any truth to the trade rumor last night. I heard some moron, and I think it was on the Channel 4 News. He said something about Jeffries and Magadan for Bonilla.
No, they traded Jeffries and Dwight Gooden to the Cubs for Gary Varsho.
Yeah, you wish.
What? It is true?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing, Andy? Andy is in here. He's in the twilight of a mediocre season. He knows you guys are fundamentally unsound, and other than a couple of good pitchers, you're a crap team. I feel for you.
No, but seriously, is it true?
No, it's not true. Andy said no, and he's the #1 Met fan in the USA.
That guy, that newscaster, that sportscaster, is a real pinhead. I can't believe he said that.
Who was it? Segreto?
I don't know.
Tony's always just laughing and joking.
Black?
You know.
The black newscaster.
Who's black?
The black.
Well, a whole lot of people, to be honest with you.
The newscaster?
In fact, Andy said he lives and dies with the Mets. That's why
I'm dying over here.
he's been saying that a lot lately.
Oh. Well, all right. Can I call my boss a douchebag?
Who are you guys playing this weekend?
Oh, I don't. I'm working.
San Francisco. Oh, man. Where is it? In San Francisco? Oh, in New York. Wait till you guys go on the road. Somebody told me the other day the Mets have about like an 800-game road trip coming up very soon. And, boy, you think you're dying over here now. Just wait. You know what a good road team you got.
Yeah, right.
Just like the Cubs. We're 3-8 on the road so far. We're doing it.
Well, power to the Cubs.
Oh, yeah, we need it.
All right. John and Dave, they're both douchebags. Have a good day.
Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
11:18 at WIOD. One open line in Dade, 751. One in Palm Beach, 655-9463. 655 WIOD as he stalls around just in the rare case that could be our good friend and buddy and one of the great superstars. See, when you want to have your carts in the right place, you don't have them. Boy, my timing in life has always been in the wrong place in the wrong time. Right, Dave?
Timing.
Exactly. That's everything.
Hi, Neil.
So how you doing, Dave?
Oh, pretty good today. The sun's out, but I don't know. People are talking about a muddy track for tomorrow, which doesn't excite me.
Well, you sounded pretty excited there. Do you know that I carded up? I got so excited because it's Derby Day tomorrow, and I knew you were going to call us today and not shine us. I carded up a couple of races here. To me, are the 78 Derby, which was a good race, not a great one, but you called it, of course.
Inside, there goes Raymond Earl, and Affirmed is right there and challenging between horses.
Yeah, remember Raymond Earl and Bobby Beard, who was 100 years old?
You know, that was the first Derby I ever called.
I got them all. And then I also have...
That's Affirmed going out for the lead. Then Judge Advocate Alydar is away well on the inside.
The late Chick Anderson with the Belmont. I was saying before, that's the greatest race in the history of mankind.
It might be, and just because the series was built on a rivalry of Affirmed and Alydar, and who knows, we could have another terrific rivalry this year. There are some good horses in this Kentucky Derby, Neil.
One thing, now you know why Dave Johnson made so much money. He could peddle halava to Arabians, okay? I mean, this man, if you're going to try to tell me we've got a great... Well, it could be. It could develop, but it would have to start tomorrow because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Now, back to Dog Jeopardy and your host, Alex Trebart. We move on now to Double Jeopardy. Sparky, you had the low score at the end of the last round. Choose a category, please.
All right.
Horticulture for 200. The tough exterior covering of the common birch tree. No, I'm sorry, we cannot give that to you. It must be in the form of a question. What is bark? Sparky, you still have control of the board. Taboos for 600. And the answer is the new sofa and the poodle next door. Correct. What are two things you're not allowed on? Personal hygiene for 200. The answer is because they can. Scruffy. No. Bonbon. Correct. The answer is because they can. The question, why do dogs lick their... Oh, and that means we're out of time. We'll return with Final Dog Jeopardy, where our category will be Scratch and Sniff right after this.
Okay, 113 at WIOD. Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Neil, old late to you, baby.
Yes, sir.
Listen, why do you keep putting that stupid woman on from Knott's Landing?
Open line in Dade County, 751-9463. Plantation, hello. Clicking line, okay, 0 for 2. West Palm Beach.
Oh, hi, Neil.
How you doing?
That guy didn't like the Knott's Landing lady.
Up his, ma'am.
I'm telling you.
Let him drop dead.
That's why I was calling.
We'll all dance on his grave, okay?
Huh?
We'll bring rotten kielbasa and stick it in his thing.
That's it. Hey, what happened on Knott's Landing? Did the lady report yet?
Of course. She always calls in real early. We get it. I mean, that was like 3 hours ago, and this guy's now calling in 3 hours later. When are you going to get rid of that? Do that, making guttural sounds.
Oh, he's just a jerk.
Yeah.
So what happened?
What do you mean what happened? I'm not going to go through it all again.
Oh, come on, Neil. I missed it, pal.
What happened with what?
Listen, I'm not explaining. You have to
Will
tell
you
me.
stop? Wait a minute. Your voice keeps getting like an octave higher each second.
You think?
Pretty soon you're going to sound like the helium lady.
The helium lady?
Uh-huh.
I'm a converted Neely fan.
Great.
Yeah, I used to ride around with this guy that I work with, and he would force me to listen to it. I was like in his
Well,
mind.
anyway, the new architect guy came in, the guy with all the money, and was sucking up to Paige, and then at the end of the show we see him in the sack with not Paige, Linda, who's doing it with everybody.
Interesting.
And Gary is trying to make up to what's-her-name with the broken arm and getting her a horse and all this other stuff. And Claudia says that they're horsing around because she wants her back working for the senator with all the money.
Yeah.
And Ann is trying to swindle and blackmail, get some money. And finally, Claudia brings the senator and Stephen in and tells them both that she's really Stephen's mother and who was the father. And Ann is out, SOL again.
I guess it's going to hit the
And then
fan soon,
Ann's boyfriend steals this, goes through this elaborate scheme to steal this expensive cross from this collection that Sumner's got. And then she wakes up in the morning with a note and a rose, and he's gone. The cross wasn't worth enough, and he's got to pay off his debts, and he's left. She's left there without a cheeseburger. She got nothing.
Did you watch it last night?
Of course.
Of course. Hey,
And
listen,
Pat Peterson had Linda pay him off for the condo, and she screwed him out of 15 grand, and he told her to get lost, and the happiest thing is he'll never see her again, and slammed the door in an act of defiant butchness like we've never seen from him before. And Frank's getting all upset because the daughter is messing around a little. I had a kiss from Jason in the dark, and Frank is getting really psychotic about that. That's about where it is. And Frank and Matt are on the outs.
On the
They're
outs?
hostile with each other, yes.
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise.
But other than that,
Well, good. Hey, I understand you got a problem with Palm Beach callers. You snap ahead.
yeah,
Yeah?
that's right.
Well, I'm a Palm Beach caller. You got a problem?
Not yet.
Not yet?
But we're working close to it.
We're getting
Now
close.
listen, don't forget, next week is the big 2-hour finale now, 9 to 11 p.m.
Well, I'll call.
No, Knots Landing, not this show, Knots Landing.
Oh, Knots Landing. I
Next-
thought you were having a big 2-hour special.
I wish. A season finale next Thursday night.
Okay, we'll be
there
watching.
or be Hollywood Square.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks, Neil.
See ya. 116 at WIOD, and we have an open line on the Palm Beach line. She was she was nice, a little squealy, but very nice. I bet you, is that his name, Mike, the kid there with the overactive hormones? Just tell him to take a chill, will you? My God, he comes in here, he's just all over that TV. Look at that. Standing in here feeling the change. God, it was pretty interesting. 117 at WIOD. Let's go to a West Palm call on 6. Never happened. Hello.
Yeah, that's what you have to do to get in, Neil. That's what you call a local, that's what you call a loyal listener.
Yeah. You called collect, we hope.
No, I didn't.
Really? You paid for this?
Yeah.
You must be nuts.
I know the Cox sister's got so much money.
Who is this? Sounds very familiar.
Sounds familiar?
Is it somebody I know?
No.
Boy, you sound very familiar, like one of those chronic callers, but I'm sure you're not.
Well, I don't know how chronic I am. But you were talking about the Derby.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Did we ever get the name of that movie yet, by the way?
The Brandon the Wild movie?
Yeah.
I can't help you with that one.
Okay.
Listen, you overlook one of the best horses in the race.
In what
Everybody's
race?
overlooked
In
him.
this race?
The Derby, yeah.
Strike the Gold?
He was just flat out knocked off his feet in the preview stakes, which Cahill Road couldn't win.
Yeah.
He was a struggling third trying to get through traffic in the Wood Memorial.
Lost Mountain?
No, he ran second. He should have beaten. Matter of fact, Lost Mountain was the reason why he didn't. He should have won the whole race, the whole Wood Memorial. Lost Mountain just bounced right off him and shoved him into the rail in the Wood Memorial. That is Happy Jazz Band.
With Cash Asmussen, my favorite jockey of all time.
Come from France to ride him because he says he's level-headed and he's not going to get excited.
50-1 in the morning line.
That horse is going to hit the board like no tomorrow, Neil.
By Dixieland Band.
We own first and second and Perfectus.
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
Out of the 14 hole.
Well, that's not going to bother him too much.
Way out there in no man's land.
He doesn't have enough. He has early speed to get a spot if he wants, and he also has enough to take back.
Okay.
And the race is just loaded
I'll
with
bet on
speed.
Cash Asmussen anytime, believe me.
Okay, buddy.
Thanks. There you go. There's your long shot. There's our Derby long shot for tomorrow. Number 14, Happy Jazz Band with the ever-popular, and I've been in France for years, Cash Asmussen, who knocked him dead several years ago up in New York. He was kind of like the second coming of Stevie Cawthon. And Stevie went off to England, and Cash went off to France, and that's basically it. Once in a while they come back, little France in your pants. 119 at double. Where are the guys, by the way? Speaking of France in your pants, where's Rick and Spud? Boy, they've been coming in later and later and later. What's going on with those guys? Something real mysterious. Here's a lady in Davie.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
I'm a first-time caller, but I wanted to ask you about Knots Landing, but I heard my answer already.
Well, I'll answer anything just to get that guy upset, that slimeball that called a couple of calls ago that was attacking our lovely friend, the Knots Landing lady.
That's right. I watched the whole thing until the last 10 minutes. I had to walk my friend home in the dark.
Well, did you see the part about how Ann finally went in and said, I want the money now? You saw that?
Yep.
And she spilled the beans?
And then that was it. And then I walked out the door.
Look out, Cheryl. Mike is coming up to that end of the building. Look out. I think he's desperate.
Neil, I want to know also, how about these horny guys in the office, huh?
I have never... These board ops, man, I'm telling you. What is it?
I've got more than a bump on my chest.
Well, that's a good start.
You've met me before.
Yeah, Alex says put her on hold. Yeah, she says hold this, okay? And he said, okay. He's game. You know Dave game, don't you?
No.
Look at that. He's even got a towel over his shoulder. Oh, that's a T-shirt or something. Boy, oh, boy. He's there ripping off his clothes. Yeah. Rip
Taking
this.
his clothes off?
Just about. Boy, why don't you go like over to the zoo when animals do that? Like he's grabbing his crotch. He's like Roseanne Barr in Heat in there. What a maniac. We need more guys like him in here. Now, what is it?
Well, that was it. I just wanted to call and ask you what happened the last 10 minutes not
Well,
you know, you answered it while
I told
was
you
on hold.
Linda was in a sack at the end. Everybody expected it to be Paige because this guy was like really
and
just...
then I heard you say it was
But
Linda.
then Linda,
so.
when she came in, she recognized him because they were old, fall on top of each other from years ago, from 5 years ago.
Okay.
So Linda's just, I mean, she's just on top of everything. In fact, let's get Linda Fairgate in here. That'll keep Mike calm for a couple of minutes. She's ready for anything.
Yep, she sure is.
If it's breathing or even just barely breathing like the senator, she's ready.
Just like me.
Or, of course, she does like it to have a little money. She likes that, too, so I guess that leaves all our guys out. Well, listen, have a great weekend, and don't forget, big finale next week, big episode.
I won't miss that one.
Okay, we'll do an hour on that just to piss that guy off.
All right, let's do 2.
Okay.
All right, Neil.
See ya.
Bye.
122 at WIOD, 2 open lines in Broward, 524, Pat Peterson is God, 524 WIOD, we'll be right back. Okay, 126, thank goodness somebody out there, we appreciate it, we thank you profusely, has got a memory better than all of us put together. All Fall Down was the name of that movie. The year was 1962, with Warren Beatty, Brandon DeWilde, Angela Lansbury, Carl Malden, and Eva Marie Saint, who was also in On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando, one of the great movies of our time. The guy in his film guide gives it 1 stinking lousy star. He's probably right about that. Look at the Broward lines. They all just opened up, okay? Look at that. That is pathetic. We don't care. 524 WIOD in Broward. A young man reveres his ne'er-do-well elder brother but determines to shoot him when he causes a girl's death. Another gallery of middle American failures competently portrayed by a writer and actors very practiced at this sort of thing, whatever the hell that means. Director John Frankenheimer. The strange era of nostalgic Americana where the familiar is the Freudian grotesque, says the New Yorker 1982. That was okay. The only reason I liked it is because Brandon DeWilde was in it. 127 at WIOD. We got 2 lines still open in Broward, 524 WIOD. Let's go to Kendall. Hello.
Neil.
And don't forget tonight, as you heard in the spot, which is why I played that Hannibal Lecter, the first movie is on, Red Dragon, Up Yours. Yes, sir.
You're the best. I love you. God bless you. Any questions, pal?
Okay. 1 open line in Dade, 751, and still 2 in Broward. We've reached the end of the road, I guess. No more horse racing, too much Knots Landing. I guess that's about it. We got like 2, 4, 5 calls and 32 minutes to go. That'll never fly. So why don't we just play the carts again that we played that I liked so much? Or did I put away that Bill and Ted's Excellent? We got to play that once more, don't we? Huh? Oh, yeah. That'll kill a minute. And it'll kill a couple of minutes for me to find it. Oh, God. Man, as you get older, it does take a lot longer to find it, you know?
The story that rocked Palm Beach in the world.
Uncle Ted, dude. Throw on some boxer shorts, let's cruise our bar, and rage with some babes. Excellent.
Power, money, women, and poontang.
Uncle Ted, dude. Let's use our infamous last names to impress these babes and do the wild thing at the compound. No way, Bill.
equal. They like to swim naked. William Kennedy Smith and Ted Kennedy in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Part 2, The Next Genitalia.
Excellent!
Coming soon to a theater near you. Rated X for excellent.
The best in history. 129 at WIOD. See, old Suds is in the building now wearing his old Hot 105 T-shirt or whatever the hell that is. 10. Yeah, thanks a lot now. Why don't you get a car in your phone or a phone in your car? Well, we just got it. We just went through the whole thing in the book. It only got one lousy. Did you see it?
Oh, 3 times.
You never saw it. It was bizarre, but it was interesting. And Carl Malden's always great. You kind of get fixated on the nose, but after you get used to that, he was very good. And Warren Beatty was... See, I don't even like Warren Beatty, but in that movie he was good because he was not the plastic kind of Warren Beatty that was always doing his hair and stuff, like in Shampoo. And Brandon DeWild, of course, speaks for himself, but he's not feeling too well today. 1:30 at WIOD. Here's a mobile implantation.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Your show today is great. Chick Anderson was a good friend of mine, and listening to some of those tapes brings back a lot of memories.
Can I tell you a very amazing thing? It's amazing to me. Chick Anderson, you know how we talked to Dave Johnson today?
Yeah.
Well, I was on WNWS back in 1978. It was my first year there in the spring of 78. And just before that particular Belmont, I talked with Chick Anderson on the air on the phone. And, we talked about the race coming up and who we thought was going to win. And then, when did he die? What year was it?
Oh, it's been 10 years, I guess.
Yeah, so just like a year or two later, he died.
Yeah.
But he was excellent. He was very good.
He had just gotten that contract to do it all in New York.
Right.
Which was, the highlight of his career. It was something that he really, really wanted.
And he was shaving and had a heart attack or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just like Bingo. How old was he?
45, I believe.
Oh, man, incredible.
Nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, very good. And then, of course, we went through this long dry spell. We had to put up with Marshall Cassidy in New York for years after Dave Johnson was making too much money. We had to put up with Marshall Cassidy, and he got that job because he was like a little nepotism there, I guess, and he was probably the worst in history next to Ross Morton. And now, thank goodness, we got Durkin up there doing a tremendous job.
Yeah, he's good.
Excellent.
That movie that's on tonight, The Red Dragon?
Yeah.
Not near as good as Silence of the Lambs. The book was as good.
Yeah.
But the movie isn't close.
Well, the movie is it's really very bizarre. I don't know how they're going to put that on without really chopping it up. It's going to be interesting to see how they do that.
Yeah, well, they ruin movies anyway on television.
Yes, sir. They sure do.
If you chop this up, there's not going to be much left because there wasn't much there to begin with.
Yeah. Well, they figure he's in there chopping everybody up. They might as well chop a little, too. Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See ya. 132 at WIOD, an open line on that big famous Star line if you have Bell South Mobility Star IOD. I think we ought to play White One Baby one more time, too, don't you? Well, God, it's 62 seconds long. What a perfect way to kill a minute. Don't you like that? I thought it was great. I thought it's the best thing I heard Ray Charles do in a long time. Miami.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, guy?
Okay, sir.
Listen, I just want to clear up something. Cuban women do have big butts.
Yeah.
But
Is
the
there a
Cuban
special...
guys, we have something to complement that.
Yeah. Big ego. That's about it.
Listen.
You're talking to a guy who knows, believe me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been around.
Anyway, so I'm just trying to say, I have a little controversy here. My wife is going to see the...
By the way, have you ever met that famous Cuban, Jewish Cuban movie star?
Who?
Mama La Schwartz?
I have a little controversy, so to speak.
Yeah.
My wife is going to go see the Chippendales tonight.
Yeah.
And she wants...
Well, your wife must be desperate. You must not have all what you're telling us, sir. There must be something missing in that relationship.
We got to ask her. So she wants to leave me alone with a baby, and I don't think that's fair. What do you think?
She's going to see the Chippendales and leave you with a baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that answers the question. I think
I'm going to be doing a lot of that tonight.
I have a feeling, yeah.
Anyway, so she's
and I think you're going to have a feeling, too, if...
She's over at Jackson Hospital listening right now, so I like to call her a big douchebag, and I'm not staying home, darling.
Okay. Well, go out and find some big-butt Cuban woman out there.
Okay, bye.
Have a good time. 133 here on the Big Butt Radio. We have an open line on the center square, 524 WIOD in Broward. I think that's a disgusting, grotesque awful thing to make those terrible generalizations that Cuban women all have gigantic rears. I think that is one of the most vulgar, probably true, though. Miami Beach.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you not have Charles C. Canty on as well last year, Derby Day?
Correct.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think the last couple of years, Charles C.'s been there with Dave, but I guess that orange hair that Dave is developing kind of turns her off.
Dave Johnson is excellent.
He is sensational. Durkin, I think, now is at the top of his game. He's number one. Dave is right there, number two. But Dave doesn't need the... See, the thing about Dave, you can say anything, because I always kid him about it, but he's made so much money that it's just tremendous.
No, he's excellent. But an earlier caller alluded to racing cliches by announcers.
Yes, sir.
And I would rather listen to, and down the stretch they come, 24 hours a day as opposed to this one. Can I do it for you? You hate it, too.
The one that I like best is...
Here they come, spinning out of the turn.
Oh, Phil Georgette, the worst. And an ego the size of Montana.
Oh, God.
I hate him.
I mean, Phil Saltzman is a gentleman.
Phil is doing it. Phil, by the way, is back, and I saw the races last night on Sports Channel from Gulfstream, the closing day, and he is at the peak of his game. I hope he's feeling as good as he sounds. He's doing a great job.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's improved like 10,000% since he started.
He calls races intelligibly. Ross Morton cannot speak.
Can't understand a word. He's got like mush in his mouth. The thing with Ross Morton, if he makes a mistake, nobody ever knows because you can't understand what he's saying.
He is absolutely terrible. Manhunter was a very tedious movie, as I recall.
Yeah, very depressing and very dank.
The FBI.
Yeah, dark, dank, and depressing.
Yeah.
So everybody tune in. It'll make them forget about the depression we're in.
Talk about NBC.
My favorite line was Bob Savage circling the field on the rail. That was always one of my favorite lines.
Yeah, fortunately, I haven't been down here long enough. I missed
thank you, sir. The gentleman just brought me all these sound effects. Thank you profusely. Appreciate it. Okay.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Who did that?
Who did what?
Is that ACN?
No, that's Rock Comedy Network that I stole from Rick and Suds, and I'm proud of it.
Oh, that's great.
Because, like I said, Rick Riley plays those things one or two times, then he throws then he loses it in the middle of the cart rack here with all that other crap they threw in there. You never hear it again. So I'm doing a pubic service. I'm keeping their material alive. Although I will let them have Dwayne Stomp back if they want that. I'll find it for them.
Tell them to stop knocking at the Knots Landing lady.
Yeah, leave her alone, okay?
She's a nice lady.
Right.
And I don't even like Knots Landing.
In fact, our new board op, Mike, said he wished she'd come over right now. He'd hop all over her.
He needs to butch up a bit.
He does.
He sure does.
He's hopping all over Alex in the hallway. Listen, have a great weekend.
Ansel tomorrow.
Okay. And Gretel on Sunday. And as they say in radio, Peter in the morning and fever all night. That's what they used to say on the Peter Johns show on WSPB in Sarasota. Peter in the morning and fever all night. Anyway, 24 till 2 at WIOD, and we'll be right back.
I want to be Corny Stout. I want to be Danny Bonaducci. Danny Bonaducci.
Kids everywhere are playing the tragic new board game, 25 to Life. Yes, 25 to Life. The game that lets them go from behind the camera to behind bars.
Different strokes. Uh-oh. I got caught holding up a video store. Way to go, Dana. My turn. Busted by narcs. Oh, no. Community service again?
Early fame lets your child star follow the twisted path around the Hollywood game board. From Christian Brando to Adam Rich until someone gets
25 to life. 8 is enough. Oh, no. 8 years. You got caught holding up a pharmacy. Go to jail. You win. Yay!
25 to Life. You from Has-Been. Assault and batteries not included.
141 at WID. Markets down 9.15 the Dow. Also want to thank that wonderful gentleman who brought in those sound effect cassettes. Was that quick or what? Just called within the last hour. And he delivered. Brought a whole bunch of these great cassettes with all kinds of puking and farting and stuff on them. It'll be great. See, I like somebody like that who promises and delivers. How many times has somebody said, I'm going to give it to you, and then you find out they don't? We can all relate to that, right? You're going to get it, and you don't get it. And that's depressing and disappointing. It's a big letdown. We got it. Cutler Ridge.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
You're a devoted fan and chronic Neil here in Cutler Ridge.
Well, there's got to be one.
Even an ex-Louisvillian. This is unbelievable. Everything's fitting into place today.
You're an ex-Louisvillian. You don't know Gary Bruce, do you?
Hey, there's so many ex-Louisvillians talking to this, it's getting too intriguing. I'm not going to mention any names, Lynn. But,
okay, well, just don't mention that one because we're having a good day so far.
No, kidding. That was, You know. Okay. But it's bringing back so many memories. My grandmother and grandfather lived right across from Churchill Downs. And, I could see the steeples from their front porch.
Mm-hmm.
And just an incredible show. It's just flooding back. Flooding back. I've been
flooding back, huh? Maybe some Depends might help.
And it's even tying into other things I'm interested in. I'd like to have you for lunch. I'll have your liver, some fresh fava beans, and a nice bottle of Chianti.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But next year we got to keep this going. It's going to take a hell of a pitcher to beat Tom to the land.
A hell of a pitcher?
Mm-hmm.
How about Mike Bilecki? He could beat him.
Well, your autograph picture you gave me the other day, it could get close to it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
in closing,
spend your money wisely tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
And the same to you.
Okay.
Back at you. Whatever. 143 at WIOD. I don't know what he's talking about. We have an open line in Dade, 751 WIOD. Let's go to Lantana if we must.
Yes, we must. Good afternoon, Neil.
Yes, sir, and may the good snooze be yours.
That's right. This call has one of those Spanish women near the end, the big butt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like...
I'm not going to say that about rearing a big family again, because that was a terrible line.
Okay. I don't like Knots Landing, and I don't like Guiding Light, and I'm not a horse racing
Right,
fan.
but you're still out there, sir.
But here it comes. That's right, and here's where that anatomical part
Here's
comes
that
in.
big butt, yeah.
That's right. I think listening to you all talk about it has added a little bit of interest to my day, and I hope
It's broadened your horizons,
so to speak.
so to speak.
And I just wanted to let you have that parting shot.
Well, that's great. You're a great American, sir, and obviously have no life.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Neil.
See you. 144 at WIOD. We got the Derby tomorrow. We got baseball, CBS kind, at 125 tomorrow. Doesn't say who's playing. That would be nice if we knew, but I guess I'm getting a little picky now, huh? CBS baseball. I don't think most people care which network it's coming from. They like to know who's playing. We got Meg Green tomorrow morning. We got Dave Graveline if you get up early tomorrow. We're apologizing for that already. Weekend Magazine. Used to be one hell of a show with Chuck Meyer. Hope you feel bad about it in the newsroom, Chuck. People are killing themselves jumping off tops of tall buildings. People are resorting to incredible tactics now Saturday mornings. That's what they're doing. Because Mr. Graveline, he's all right. Good voice, no talent, no sense of humor. And we got UM baseball tonight and tomorrow night because it's a big three-game series, Hurricanes and FSU. We got Mr. Can't See DeForest for the Tree Sunday morning, who I'm sure will analyze the Derby with his great expertise, which he knows nothing. And Yankee baseball Sunday night. So we got, like as usual, a whole bunch of sports and crap. Fort Lauderdale.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, I'm just eating lunch.
Yeah, I can tell. Bad radio, sir.
Listen, not all Latin women have big butts.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't matter. As long as the tight elastic pants are on and the nails are done and the hair is nice. I mean, seriously.
Nails have to be maroon, I think.
You know, these women, they care more about their hair and their nails than everything else. I mean, you know, don't hit the treadmill, whatever you do.
Exactly.
Listen, Tom
They'd
Jicha.
spend more time primping their breasts than their hair. They'd be a lot better shape.
Seriously.
I don't know
we're
how you
in
do
serious
that.
shape.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Tom Jicha, you started to say?
Well, yeah, you know that one tape you have now? I'm not saying make one, but the one about salespeople are Uranus?
Yeah.
Do one with
For Uncle Tom?
something like that.
I think he is. I think he is an Uncle Tom, to be honest with you. I think he's playing little games with his column now to try to be cute, and I think that's a disservice to the public. And you know,
he's a joke.
Let me say this to you: the people who care about the ratings on this station doesn't make any difference because they get them because we give them out on the air and we give them accurately and honestly. But as far as the readers of a newspaper, it was worse than a joke. It was a disgrace. I mean, well, look at that. The market's down 14.5. It is plunging, sir. Can you believe that?
Plunging.
Taking a dive.
Necklines.
Yes, sir.
But you know, he's so off base. I mean, I know you don't care about boxing, but the fight recently with George, with Foreman and that, he called it, but the night before he says, or you can watch the laugher of a fight. Turned out to be one of the better fights, you know, there could be, you know, and the guy's a joke, but I think one that like that was that newspaper critics are assholes. That would be a good one.
That would be an excellent one. We'll do it on Monday.
One more thing.
You ask and you shall receive.
I want two more little things.
Two more little things?
Yeah.
Market's down 15 now. Oh, it's dropping, man.
Ooh, one big.
Grab it before it hits the floor.
All right. Who does the Boca song?
What is it?
The Boca song? Who does that one?
That's Rick and Puds. I don't know. Is that what you call it?
That's one of those. That thing is great. I mean, I don't want you to play it. I know you won't.
I don't
but
play
it
that.
is-
I don't play their songs. Okay.
I know.
might steal
I don't know
something
whose it
that's
was.
like Buttload or something I can drop in,
I
or
know.
some of the rock comedy that they're never going to play again.
I'll ask them. I'll ask those
But
guys.
I would
didn't know who it
never.
was.
What is it called?
It's the Boca song or whatever. It's like the Tamarack one, something like that. I
See,
don't
what
know.
bothers me about Rick Riley, if you're going to have stuff that's stealable, at least, like he's got F and R and O and N, and, you can't find anything to steal it.
Well, in his own mind, he has a good
Jeez.
system.
Here's Coral Springs.
Hey.
Is that close enough?
No, it's a Boca song. It says, we don't
I
drink
know
coffee.
the song it is,
You
but
do.
I just, you can't find it over
Well,
here.
Those guys, all right, listen.
But wait a minute. Maybe this will do it. Hold on a second. Is that good enough?
No. Neil.
Because that's one of my favorites, and
Well,
I will
that's like,
steal that
that
again.
is like pitiful. That was the William Shatner one.
No, this beats William Shatner. At least he's got an excuse. He's from outer space.
All right, one more thing, Manny.
In closing, yes, sir. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Chief Manny is a major.
Wait a minute. Don't do it, sir.
I'm sorry. There we go.
Far be it from me.
That's it.
To steal their material. But hey, it's a request on Friday.
You're all right.
Where all the wealthy people go.
See you.
It's where royalty play polo, and that's what I like about Boca. Down where egos are never small. Down where they say, how droll.
The one who makes me come running.
And every corner has a mall. And that's what I like about Boca.
Okay, I'll cue it up. Look at that shirt. Are you Funny Socks? Look at that. It's Funny Socks. Where the hell's Rick Riley? It's Funny Socks came in instead with one of those wild Hawaiian. That isn't Hawaiian. That's more like a Samoan or something. So anyway, you were saying?
Quit playing my stuff.
BS to you, sir.
You know, like how they have baseball trading cards?
BMWs.
Yeah, those two.
We ought to have like ACN and rock comedy trading cards. We could just trade some stuff.
No.
I like
your
you got the
system.
white one,
I don't
baby.
care what you want. Yeah.
And
No, when he's white.
Yeah.
you see, yesterday I put
Was
on
that quick or what? Huh?
Yesterday I put on the pot smoking thing, and Marvin says, "We've heard this enough already." And that was the first time I played it.
I got news for you. If Marvin starts dictating what happens on
Oh,
your
he's
show,
right.
like that baguette you had on a couple of days ago,
You're
you
right.
guys will be history faster than you
Oh, I
can
know.
say, Greg is desperate.
His timing's so white.
You're the sun who makes me shine.
What I like about Boca.
Okay.
You need like a typewriter.
We need
With
another
little-
machine
with
up here
little
is
cart
what we
controls.
need.
You're right.
Another
Another
triple
triple
two
deck.
things that I want. I ask for nothing because I avoid all management people at all costs. Two things that I want. That's all.
Okay.
I want a new mic cord in here so that every time you pick them and you do like this, it doesn't clink. You've had it happen.
Exactly.
It makes all this, it's like got to shorten it or some crap. A mic cord cost them like $5 for a long cord. Although I think Mitch Ween had his cords tied. But anyway, and then we need the triple deck cart player of it.
Exactly.
That's it.
And a turntable.
That's all. We'll
A
leave them alone.
turntable.
No.
Yeah.
For what?
Because there's a lot of stuff that's not
I'd rather
on
have a
disc that we
cassette
could have.
deck
Desk?
than a desk, yep.
Then
Because
why?
with this guy out there that won't go home, already left all those cassettes.
Oh, I heard.
No, he did. He brought in 8 billion sound effects
That's what I
cassettes,
heard.
which was nice of him. They're probably
Shame
all
you
blank.
won't be here from 2 to 6.
Huh?
When we go through those.
Oh. What are you going to play them on?
I don't know.
You got a cassette deck in there, but no, that's no fun. You got to play your own stuff.
You got the white one, baby.
Yeah.
I like that. And the little kid going Danny Bonaducci thing. I like that.
What,
So
you
those-
want to play those?
Well, you took 2
Hey,
of
you
ours.
See, the thing that is with me, if I play one of yours, I put it back where it belongs, okay?
Okay.
I don't really mind that much if you play them as long as you don't overdo them, but then you never put them back where they belong.
Well, I will.
Yeah,
You're
let me-
right.
let
I
me
know.
show-
I'm
let me show
sorry.
you an example, and I don't know, I'm not going to say it was you, but somebody, and I left it there on purpose. Where the
Okay.
hell is it? I left it, now, look at that. I left it somewhere, and now I can't find it. Oh, here, look at this.
Yeah.
Rick's World.
not
That's
me.
the Rick Sanchez. Now, I have like 3 or 4 Rick Sanchez carts down there. I know exactly where they're. Look at this. It's up here along with Boom Boom does Otis Redding. Isn't that? Look at the timeliness of this. All right. That's enough.
Oh, that song is long.
Boom booming out the hits on a Saturday. Super Surf Solid Gold now with Otis Redding sitting on the dock of the bay.
What?
Yeah. That's Johnny Dark. We got him all wrapped up in one big package, didn't we? Wow. All you mothers out there.
Is that with an R?
And all you prospective mothers.
Will you stop?
I'll tell you what. Why don't you use that material on the coast this afternoon, and then send us a postcard over the weekend? See, they come in here on the AM, and they got a big mouth, and all of a sudden, real bold and brave. They go over there, they read their 3x5 cards and don't even dare sneeze.
Well, that's why they blow it up. They're ready to explode, and he comes in here and blurts all this stuff out.
And those of you who have mothers, one of my all-time favorite restaurants, the Spiced Apple, is the place to take your favorite mother on Mother's Day. The whole family will enjoy it, too. Mother's Day, May 12, a week from Sunday. They're featuring complete dinners on Mother's Day for unbelievable prices. And a complete children's menu, too. Look for discount coupons in your local newspaper. Choose from roast leg of lamb. Oh, that's good with that movie coming on tonight. Baked stuffed orange roughy. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's a fish.
Ooh, man.
It's an Australian fish.
Stuffed
You
with
got to eat
shrimp,
it from down
stuffed
under.
with shrimp and lobster.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's where it comes out.
Oh.
Or choose from the Spiced Apple's complete menu, serving the most delicious gourmet country and seafood dishes in a down-home, comfortable Yahoo, North Carolina setting. It's tremendous. And, of course, when you go in there to eat, you start off with a trip to their famous salad and appetizer bar. Go back as many times as you want, like a pig. And some of the other great items on the menu include deep-fried shrimp, famous country sampler platter, stuffed chicken breast. Where's Mike? Country fried steak and grilled pork chop. Extraordinary luncheon buffets Monday through Friday. Big country brunch on the weekend starting at 11:30 a.m. So be sure and make your Mother's Day reservation now so you can satisfy your mother next Sunday. 157. Now, what were you saying? Oh. Okay, let's go to Lauderhill and see if they're clicking or they're there.
Sometimes I feel. On Power 96, Neil,
Yes, sir.
they're playing a song better than the Divinyls.
Called?
It's called People Are Still Having Sex.
Really?
Yeah, it's a rap song. It's really good.
A rap song? Oh, how depressing.
But it's a really good song. You should hear it. It's got unbelievable lines.
Oh, it's really filthy. That Power 96, man, that's got to be the filthiest, most disgusting.
Either a rap or it's a song. It's not a rap song.
Right.
It's a rap song. It's either a rap or a song?
Yeah.
Okay, it's rap.
There you go.
Rap this.
Thank you.
Okay. Talk hard.
See ya. Talk hard.
Oh.
That's our new format.
I like that.
No, that's going to be on the billboard.
See my happy birthday thing?
What
on
day
the marquee?
What day is your birthday?
Says happy birthday,
What day
Rick
is
Riley.
it?
Monday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Well,
I'll
thank
wait
you.
till Monday.
Well, I'll be here.
I'll bring you something.
Yeah.
Let's go to Miami. Hello.
Yeah, happy birthday, Rick.
Thanks.
So it sounds like he just woke up before 2 o'clock, then he perks after 2.
Exactly.
He looks just like Ivan Fox today, and now he's starting to talk kind of the same way. He's a little nasal. Can I ask you a question? Why is it that the guy who brought all the cassettes is hanging out in the hallway out there? Because I got news for you. When it comes to it, when the little hand hits the big hand,
he needs a ride home.
Waiting for
I'm
a
long
big butt.
gone. Yeah.
Talking about big butts, Linda Ellerby was on the Larry King Dad last
Has Linda
night.
Ellerby got a big butt?
Oh, butts. He sure does. And Larry King, how does he get a job interviewing people?
Butt
All he
kiss.
says is yes,
Butt
no.
kiss. That's Larry, Mr. Butt Kiss.
Oh, that's a
Big butt kiss. That's why
a
she
butt
was on, I
story.
guess.
That's a great butt story.
Yeah.
Okay, have
Also
a great
used to
weekend.
play for the Bears. And the same to you, sir.
Punch your brains out.
Okay, call us again next time when you have nothing to contribute. Chuck Meyer is here with the news at 2 o'clock. Nice seeing you with that smarmy little tie. Who are the Pirates playing tonight, Chuck? Who?
Astros.
Oh, man. Okay, so the Pirates sweep this weekend. Boy, oh, boy. We softened them up for you guys good. They are pathetic. They're almost as good as the Miracle, the Astros, but not quite. Listen, have a marvelous weekend and all that other gratuitous crap that people say at the end of the show on Friday when all they're really interested in is getting the hell out. And stay around for our good old buddies, Rick and Spud. We're going to come along next and just dazzle you with a bunch of women's horny voices. Or horny women's voices, or something like that. All you guys out there can just sit and kind of triangle your microphones together. Sports Talk, Jim Mandich at 6:05 tonight. And no Hank Goldberg tonight. Man, I cannot believe it. You know what they say, a day without Hank is something else. We got UM baseball, the Hurricanes and FSU, 6:50 tonight. Don't forget the Derby tomorrow, Hansel, 5 to 6 here on 610 WIOD.